Hi guys and welcome to the wonderful world of Brits Bollywood, a show full of hangama, lots of gamasar gossip and the taste of Britain. I'm your host Nad and this stunning creature next to me is Yovna.
Thanks Nad. Yes, we'll have loads and loads more gossip for you today. But first of all, let's see what Kel is up to. Hey Kel. Thanks Kel, we'll look forward to see you. Now let's see what our own Japs is doing.
Okay, coming up on the show, we will be catching up with the talk of the town. Yes, we have RDB, who will be giving the information on their product.
Last week, Adi Kizara made it to the first on our top 10 charts. So we will also be catching up with Raj Button this week to see who's made it.
It's Raj. Okay guys, it's now time that we have a look at what's on in the cinema near you. Now, I hope you guys are enjoying the promos that we are showing you every week. Now, Yuvna, I wonder if these guys are actually going out and watching the films in cinema.
Well, they best do. Now, what's on the agenda?
There's gossip. Apparently, Abhishek Bachchan and Aishwarya Rai got married 2 years ago, as we all know. They didn't even have little babies. But apparently, Aishwarya Rai has come out to media recently and said they do want to have babies, typical celebrity couple.
Yeah, she's apparently all up for babies, and there are babies, and more babies on the agenda. Now, there was speculation that when she got married that she's going to stop the movies and da-da-dee and da-da. But she proved everybody wrong because she has done since Jodha Akbar and also Pink Panther 2. So, but she did say that now her career is booming. She is also...
Wow. She has put on a little bit of weight. Can there just be a lot of like chocolate muffins in New York while she's shooting for Pink Panther? Or could it just be something else?
I wonder. Anyway, let's catch up with Kel to see what he's up to.
Hey, Kel.
The producer of the film Gajni, Modi Montana, is planning to do something that I call a very smart move. Now, he released the movie Gajni 3 months ago and is planning to re-release the movie Gajni in April.
Okay, and what's so exciting?
Well, apparently he's re-releasing the movie in April with added footage.
Ah, very, very clever man. Now, before Madhu could take the steps to re-release the film, he had to ask the big man himself, which is Amir Khan. And what did Amir Khan say? Completely thumbs up.
Now, that is a movie with many firsts and is probably the only movie I know of that's got its name based on the antagonist.
That's so true. Now, that brings me to the question of the week. What was the name of the character played by Amir Khan in the film Gajni? Please send your answers to Brits Bollywood at...
That's right. If you are among the first 5 emailers with the correct answer, then as promised every week, you will receive a free CD.
Okay, guys, it's time to grab a short break. So grab your teas, coffees. We'll see you in lesson 5. Bye. Welcome back to the land of Bollywood and...
more Bollywood. Now, recently I found out that Salman Khan apparently has got nothing nice to say about Sanjay Leela Bhansali since Sanjay Khanna passed on his main role to Hrithik Roshan.
Wow, now Salman Khan and Bhansali had agreed he would do a guest appearance for his film Savarya. Now, everything had been agreed and finalized that they would do the remake of the film called The Prestige, which is a story about the life of a magician. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's gone ahead like that.
No, Salman Khan thought that Sanjay Leela Bhansali was on the project, but to his biggest shock, when he bumped into Hrithik Roshan, he realized that's not to be the case. Now, since then, he's only had abuse for Sanjay Leela Bhansali, even among their companions.
How embarrassing. It looks like another celebrity fallout. Now, guys, it's time that we catch up with my interview with the one and only RDB. I'm with one of the youngest members of RDB Group, Suraj. Suraj, welcome to Brits Bollywood.
Thank you very much for having us.
How are you doing today?
Very well, thank you. Very well. Firstly, I just want to apologise that my brothers couldn't be here today, but it's a great pleasure to be here myself.
Now, what I want to know is, you've obviously worked on a great project recently called Aloo Chaat. How did that whole project come about?
It first kind of got approached to us by the director and the producer phoning us. They obviously recognised our contribution towards Singers King and Namaste London, and wanted the vibe of the moment, so to say. So they gave us a call and they said, you know, we want you to, you know, work on the Aloo Chaat. And when they first said Aloo Chaat, we were like, hey, are you serious? That's the name of the film. It took a minute to kind of get the grasp of the title itself, and they said they wanted the title track, Aloo Chaat. So we were racking our brains, sitting around in the studios trying to think of what the hell we can do to make Aloo Chaat, a track called Aloo Chaat. But in the end, I think it turned out well.
Now, I believe Aloo Chaat is obviously a comedy. film. Now, has your music kind of reflected that, or have you kept it very much as in Gidda style dance beats?
No, the music is rather kind of, well, it's almost a slight bit of comedy. I mean, if you see in the video, it's got a little bit comedic kind of look to it in terms of what we're doing, because we're jumping around and, you know, trying to make
as you do.
As we do, yeah, of course. Trying to make a fun video, but we still kind of kept the theme of the Bhangra sort of style, the Punjabi style, but with the hip hop twist into it. It's more of an RDB sound than anything else, really. So we kind of kept it a good vibe.
Any interesting dance moves in there?
There's loads of interesting dance moves in there. You got to see the video.
The light bulbs?
Oh no, not typical Desi dance moves. I'll tell you that much right now. I mean, we keep to our Desi culture, but end of the day, we're from the UK, so we kind of mix everything in there. I mean, I think there was a point where I was going a little bit overboard in the back, and everyone just had to kind of stop, and Manju Kuli just trying to turn around like, what's he doing? You know, I was in the moment. But it worked out well in terms of the dance.
Now, Aloo Chaat's been quite a big success in the dance scene over in Mumbai. It seems to be played in a lot of clubs at the moment. Now, what was your aim? Was it kind of aimed to produce it?
Yeah. The title track was kind of moved for the club scene, for the party scene, for making sure it's a danceable track. It's a fun track. So yeah, it was kind of made for the dance floor, really, and I'm glad to hear that it has worked out that way. Did
you ever find out where the name Aloo and Chaat came from for this film?
Yeah, we were having a conversation with Aftab. I was going to say Fafi then. That's how we know him. With Aftab, and he was telling us the concept of the whole thing, because Robbie told us, the director, but we were still a bit confused, so we had to ask Aftab, and he was telling us basically that Aloo Chaat is a mixture. It's a mixture of spices, a mixture of different ingredients to make a one dish, and this is what the film's all about. It's a mixture of different feelings, different emotions, different characters to make a kind of simple but very happy kind of family-orientated film.
I mean, what is the future plans for you guys?
Loads of stuff, really. I mean, we're going to be concentrating on we are concentrating on making our own album, finishing that up, and hopefully releasing that. But in the meantime, while that's going on, we got a whole heap of Bollywood projects that we've been approached for. And luckily, because we're good friends with Akshay as well, he's kind of helped us in being approached by other producers and other filmmakers, and we've got a whole heap of collaborations going on as well from the States. So there's a lot to look forward to in terms of our music camp. Right now, Aloo Chaat is our priority. I mean, we're kind of pushing, you know, that collaboration, and then after that, we've got another Bollywood collaboration that we've done with Akshay. I can't say too much yet, but there's some big things.
Okay, all shush about that, yeah?
At the moment.
Thank you ever so much for taking the time to be on Brits Bollywood, and we'd like to wish you all the best from Brits Bollywood. Thank you again.
Very much. Appreciate
Thank you.
And it's now time to catch up with bubbly, jubbly Jeps to have a look at the DVD releases.
Hey Jeps! Now let's see who is racing up the topsy-turvy life of the Brits Bollywood chart with Raj Badan.
Okay guys, it's almost time, unfortunately, for the show to come to an end. Now last week we asked you which was the first film that Salman Khan plays the character of Prem, and you know the answer is?
It is his debut movie, Maine Pyar Kiya.
Completely correct. Now the question of this week is, what was the character's name of Amir Khan played in the film Gajni?
Yep, write or email to us on the address below. Please remember, first 5 emails with the correct answer will receive a free CD. Now we are to the end of our show. We will see you next week, same place, same time. Until then, he's been Nav.
She's been Yuvna.
Bye.
Almost time for the show to come to an end. What was that? Okay. 3, 2, 1. Fire. Shoot.
Because.
Because what?
Because.
Okay guys, it's almost time for the show. I have to glue my ass.
Why don't you do something else again? Or something, man. Now the producer of Gajni. Forgot his name.
Film Gajni. Now email your answers to the address below. You could have just let it go. I knew you could have just let it go. I could kill him, you know that. Like,
Cool, very smart move. He really.
asked him, and what did he film? And yes, he got a big. Ay, 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 ya kala puntana, puntana, puntana.